All right, well, we're a little late to the ball game on this one, but given that TaylorMade's come out with their whole new line of irons, the 770s and the MBs and whatever else.
MCs and everything else.
Yeah, we're still trying to get our hands on all those, but I've had in the bag now for a little while the P790s. They are standard loft. They do have the Project X 6.5 shafts in them. Yeah, so we were just gonna throw them up, see what the numbers look like.
Yeah,
You've hit them, but really haven't hit them.
I've never really. Really all I've hit is the is like your long iron.
Here, I'll let
Whenever
you.
we did
We did do the P790 UDI
Showdown.
for the long iron showdown versus the Honda T World. This is really just our take on the P790. I think
I can tell you right now, my first take in feeling it is the head feels insanely light compared to those Hondas.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is we just did another review and he's been playing the Honda TR20 V, which is the mid-level cavity back. That's a true forged club, one solid piece. The P790 is a hollow body. I hit it. It's weird, it didn't actually do it the first time. Yeah, so this is being a hollow body with speed foam. Foam. And the insert. So who is this club really meant for? Yes. That's the hard part about this one.
Question mark.
They are hitting a very large demographic with this.
Don't they have another one that's a hollowed one too that's... Is it just the 790 or do they have...
There's three versions of the P790. There's the original, which was the 2018, 17, whenever it came out the first time. There's the new edition, which is this one, which came out in late 2019 and it's run through 2020. Or as we like to refer to 2020, the year we'd like to get over with and forget. That was good right there. And then there is the P790 Ti, which stands for titanium.
That was the one I was thinking of. The
So
TI.
that is a really expensive golf club.
That one's expensive.
So this club, as well as the previous one when they came out and retailed, were, I believe, $13.99 a set. And that is a set of 8 clubs. However you want to build those 8 clubs, they're up to you. The TIs, I believe, were $18.99. And if I am wrong, I will put it on the screen. I will say that this is one of those random clubs that could really go to a low index, low handicap player, especially on the long irons, even professional level players. Using it as like a driving iron or like long iron of a combo set. But it also fits up to, I'm going to say, a mid double-digit handicap.
Yeah, I mean, I think a 10 could definitely, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I was even encroached as far up as a 15 because there's so many shaft options now that you can really lighten this club up. And especially if you're talking about trying to pack technology in, this is about as technology packed as you get.
Yeah,
at least
it's got all
of time of recording.
Yeah, you got the forge, you got inserts at the bottom, you got the foam fill, all that.
So
it's a little chunky on top.
It is a little bit chunky. It still resembles a blade, so the better players appreciate that. It's not as bad as a lot of other top lines that you look at. Oh, like for instance the PXG line, the ones that we actually reviewed, it seemed a little thick on top for me.
Yeah, they're thick and like
chunky,
sharp, something cut on the edges.
This is a little bit more rounded, not quite as thick on the top line. It looks a little bit more like a traditional blade, even though we know it's hollow. Which I appreciated. So
I like the back. You don't see anything.
Right.
You set it down. It looks like a good face. You don't see anything coming off the back of it or anything.
There's nothing too severe about anything that happens there. And full disclaimer, I actually have these clubs in the bag at the moment. They are going away. How do I describe the condition of my golf game the last 4 years? I was working too much, had to make a change, and been doing that. And in starting a business, I didn't have time to practice or play. Used to playing a forged blade. And as you know, you really have to commit to those and play them quite a bit to stay in that kind of groove. And so I got these so that I wouldn't have to and still try to perform. They've served their purpose, but in a matter of 6 months, I've pretty much outgrown them. And my new blades are on their way, hopefully. So
it's good feeling head. Feels good.
And how far do you normally hit your 7-iron on the carry?
Oh, this is a 7-iron? Not that far. I say that. I'm like...
It's a hair longer.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I do or don't hurt,
average.
I mean, yeah, I'm somewhere in the 85, 83.
And you guys are seeing his numbers. I mean, he's right there essentially. So again, keep in mind that if you go buy these off the rack at Golf Galaxy or Dick's or wherever else,
stronger or something.
3 to 4, yeah, depending on which one. And
Yeah,
so
you're talking.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're going to be
20 more yards.
Right, and so it's one of those deals that be a little aware of that if you're a better player. If you're somebody that really needs that distance to try and get that gapping higher, then absolutely, that's a key. It was never about distance for me. In fact, I wouldn't mind losing some. How conceited does that sound?
Yeah.
The fish was too big for the boat.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But with that being said, I was looking for something I could do that with. I didn't have to worry so much about that side to side. I could just get back, rear and swing, not really have to work too hard. Didn't care about shot shaping because my theory on that was if I hit them all straight, I don't have to worry about shot shaping.
Yeah, just hit it at the green.
Till you play some more difficult golf courses and you realize you still need to worry about shot shaping to work things around. And that's the one thing, like if I try and cut a few here, that you probably definitely lose with this. And I put a pretty big cut swing on that, and it really, that's about I mean, you put a blade in my hand, that probably moved.
Yeah, it's moving a lot.
Yeah, this club's designed to not turn as much.
High straight.
Right. It's designed to kind of deaden all that for,
There's your cutter.
Yeah.
-3 path and almost a 5 face.
I was about to say, that's, and that's
right.
That's an extreme. That's that Tiger Woods, I can't control it and I'm going to walk over here.
Yep.
Off screen. But it's a good golf club. It competes with most of the PXG lines, depending on which one you're talking about. There's a few it doesn't. Honma T-World X's.
Yep.
That's a hollow body. That's a little different, given that it's not really a U.S. market thing.
Yeah, just looking down at that, what it really looks like to me is the MP20 HMBs, those hot metal blades that Mizuno has. Like, it looks almost identical. That may, not having one to sit here and look at, one of them may be a little thicker than the other one at the top, but they look almost identical.
Right.
Yeah, backs of them look almost the same. Yeah, I mean, it's a good golf club.
I can't look at that hook.
It's definitely, like you're saying.
That's right too.
Forgiveness, everything else, forgiveness and distance and everything. It's all there.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is, what are you looking for in a set of golf clubs? I mean, there's so many manufacturers now, and there's so many lines of clubs inside of the manufacturers. It's a little overwhelming. I mean, you have guys. There's this weird misunderstanding that like Rory McIlroy will use. Like the guys that like Rory McIlroy on tour always seem to have a Nike hat on and TaylorMade clubs in the back. It's like, guys, that might not be. It might be the right club for you. It might not be.
Yeah. You're also not getting paid by those two companies.
Yeah, I mean, I can guarantee the stuff that's in Rory's bag and Tiger's bag,
not what's on the shelf,
is not what's on the shelf. Even if it looks similar, and it might be close, but I guarantee they tweaked something. As should you.
Yes. We will do probably after you get back from Mexico. We're gonna do we'll do some videos on Loft and Lie. I'll put a quick one out on our Instagram, but like stuff on Loft and Lie. Maybe try to get over and see the boys that work on our clubs and talk about some hot melt and different things like that.
Right.
Stuff that, again, tour pros have at their disposal that most people can't really get their hands on. Or even really know about.
I will say, I was gonna say it's more of a knowledge thing to me. I think that people know, like, so my 3-wood, I struggled with an old 3-wood I had from when I was on staff with Callaway, and it's the Rogue. So talk about the guys at Artisan, that I took that 3-wood to them when they were in their infancy, and we put some hot meld forward in the face to bring that CG forward. Completely changed the feel for the better.
Yeah.
Changed the ball flight.
Changes sound, changes everything.
Yeah, now it's I mean, that 3-wood's 3 years old, 4 years old, still in the bag. I mean, I love that thing now. So there are things you can do if you want it hard enough. Now, obviously, everything you do to your golf clubs costs a little bit of money.
Yes, yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Lie angles, that stuff. Like I said, we'll post some more stuff about the lie angles and the importance of that. But
how that affects stuff too. It's really cool.
P790. It's a gamer.
Yep. If you have any questions on it, please leave a comment below. If you guys have any equipment out there that maybe we haven't done yet, I know we're starting to get up there in the things that we've done, which is kind of crazy to me because it feels like I'm about to pass the 40 video mark on my channel. And you guys have been up longer.
Yeah, I need to post some more. But yeah, I had stuff in the back end, but our new stuff.
Right, and it's, to me, we've really only been doing this about 2.5, 3 months now, so it's a little weird to, I mean, on that pace, we're gonna post almost 100 and something videos in a year, which is a lot. So if you guys have any, either just questions, equipment reviews you wanna see us do, different challenges, maybe it's bringing somebody else in here. I know we haven't had Ryder and BJ in a while.
Yeah, we'll get them in again. That's a good
As long as there's not a damn treadmill involved in any way.
Get that back in here too.
BJ might actually cry. I'll do it again, I just don't want to. BJ might cry.
Yeah, we've got some beer stuff coming out.
Yeah, what's more important than a golf round if you're not a professional than beer?
Gotta have a beer.
Yeah, we might even pull some, maybe we'll get some of our buddies in on that a little bit too and get their take on it. Maybe we'll pull some of the musicians in we know.
Yeah.
All those guys love beer, but then they're going to bring whiskey and it's going to get out of hand. Things happen then.
Things take a turn.
Yeah.
Check out P790s from TaylorMade. It's good stuff. Thank you for checking in.
See you guys.